Hello and welcome to Genre Bite. In this series of videos I'll be having a look at some of the different genres in anime. In this episode I'll be having a look at the sports genre. Without much inspection you can easily tell that sports anime are about sports. Unlike a lot of other genres in anime, there aren't different groups of people struggling to come up with a definition for sports anime. The genre is as it is, it's about sports. If a sport exists, there's probably an anime or manga about it. Sports anime really came into unison with the rising popularity of shonen manga. Since kids and teenagers like sports and manga, it was a no-brainer that people would want to create sports manga. There was no concept or rules to be made as the sport already existed, so it would be much easier for people to create stories based around sports. Sports manga can be dated back to the 60s with the iconic boxing manga Ashita no Joe. Sports anime came shortly after. One of the first sports anime is said to be Captain Tsubasa. Over the years, hundreds of sports anime have been released for different demographics, using different sports and having varying budgets. Even today, a chunk of each season is taken up purely by sports anime, and most of the popular shows each year are sports anime. Since sports anime are normally made for the shonen demographic, they tend to share a lot of the same traits as battle shonen. A likeable underdog main character with lots of willpower and friendship, a childhood dream, a more powerful opponent. You see where I'm going here. They tend to start as weekly manga chapters. They also tend to be quite long, sometimes stretching over 100 episodes, so the pacing can turn a lot of people off. Because of these variables, sports shows get a lot of love and praise, but they also get a lot of hate. Many people don't like the slow pacing and unoriginality. Also, some people just don't enjoy sports, and at the end of the day, if you don't like sports, you're going to be bored for a lot of the sports anime. Because sports anime are obviously based on sports, there's not as much freedom to change what happens in a sports anime. In a game of basketball, players throw a ball about a court. There's not that much room for adaptation. Because of this, shows tend to repeat what other shows have done, because they can't just change the setting to the moon and give the basketball spikes. The show would lose its relatability and probably most of its viewers. And this will be the case forever. The rules of sports games will never drastically change, so shows will have to keep reusing aspects of other shows. So sports anime will continue to have a love-hate effect on anime fans. But it's not all bad. Because of these restrictions, people will want to invest a lot more into sports anime, as there's much less risk of failing. So if you do love sports anime, the future is bright for you. If you're looking for some sports anime to watch, I'll give you some recommendations. Hajime No Ippo is a classic boxing sports show. It stretches just over 100 episodes but is well worth it for any sports fan. The animation is a bit dated but it gives a nice classic sports feel. Giant Killing is a 26 episode football anime. What I like about this show is it's not a shonen and it's not set in high school. It takes place at a professional level, which is quite unique and interesting for a sports anime. Sports anime are very important to the anime industry, as they bring in a lot of sales, but for some people they just don't have enough innovation to stay interesting. Regardless, we'll continue to see sports anime flood our seasonal charts for years to come. Thank you very much for watching my video on sports anime. If you did enjoy the video, please click the like button. If you want to check out more videos from this series, you can click on any of the links on the screen, and if you want more videos, you can click subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.